Daily Flash presents Preview Review. Here's your host, Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle. Matt Doolittle.
Hey now, welcome to Preview Review for the Daily Flash. I am Matt Doolittle, bringing the best the theme parks have to offer today. And I may be a day behind on this. I was waiting for the dust to settle. I wanted to see what the rest of you, let's just be friends and call each other Disney nerds out there, thought about this before I piped up with my 2 cents. Because I just want to get the feeling, and maybe I'm a little messed up in the head. Okay, a lot messed up. But I wanted to see what you guys had to say. And I'm pretty sure I'm right, not in line. I've got a couple different takes on this. But our beautiful Disney Executive Chairman, Mr. Josh D'Amato, just a pretty man, made some announcements at D23 out in Anaheim on the last day. It was day 3 of this whole hootenanny of a shindig they had out there, which I'm kind of hoping to go to next year. But we finally got park announcements for here in Orlando at Walt Disney World, a couple for Disneyland California, and really kind of one for Disneyland Paris, which I kind of liked. But let's get into the ones that are going to be here in Central Florida, which are some of the bigger ones. And here's my original take on all this. I hope for one day, that for 2 years, no construction is done at any Disney park. Just please, just don't make one of them a construction zone if you're trying to park hop and you've got to coordinate for this, because I will tell you, when they did Hollywood Studios, it was a disaster of a park. I worked there and had guests come up to me and go, well, where's the theme park rides? Because right now, the only thing working is Muppets and Tower of Terror. Those were the only things that were kind of going, and half the park was getting deconstructed with Star Wars Land. So, Epcot, that took 5 years, 6, I think. Now, granted, let's throw the COVID years in there and give them some time there. And then what we got was not what the renderings were. That's a whole nother thing. I think they're going to go back and try to fix some of that. Magic Kingdom had a huge redo of the backside of that park a few years ago. Animal Kingdom hasn't really had a big project since it opened. There's a reason for that. It's a very small footprint outside of the safari, and they don't like to disrupt the animals with a lot of construction, but that's about to change. All right, so we had this big announcement for, let's just hit the big one, the Magic Kingdom here. Magic Kingdom, everybody's go-to, well, not if you got to get there quick and leave, because it's 45 minutes from your car to get in. Made the big announcement, and we finally are getting our Villains Land. Finally! This has been on the table for 30, 40 years, I think. The rumors have always been out there it was going to be its own park. And when we got that notice a few months ago that Disney is going to have this $17 billion expansion just here in Central Florida alone, we were all kind of going, because the rumor was a whole park, another water park or two, which I think is weird because they've only had one open at a time at this point, even going into the summer. It's either Typhoon or Blizzard, and Blizzard's still been closed. It was open for like a month, and they reclosed that. I thought they were going to announce a retheming of that. The Frozen retheming for that has always been out there. But we got the Villain Land. I'll take it. It's going to go back behind Frontierland where they have a little bit more land to expand into. It's a little more woodsy. It's still kind of hidden because the other side of the park where they just finished Tron backs up to the contemporary and like a whole parking lot area. And I don't think they want to tear that up for the cast members. So they're going to put it off to the back left area. That's going to be huge. The other one that has gotten all of you riled up like an anthill in a thunderstorm. Is that a saying? I don't know. Is Cars Land. Yes, we are getting a very cool Cars Land. It's going to come at a little bit of a cost. Here's kind of the rendering of the area. And if you kind of look over there behind Thunder Mountain, that's where the Villain Land is going to go. But this was something they announced, which I thought was hilarious. They waited till after. This is why I wanted to wait a day and see what else came out. They waited a day after D23 to put this thing. Somebody didn't do this on AI or with a crayon when they got, hey, you know what'd be good? Let's just do this. This has been out there for a bit. And these renderings, when they do it, they always kind of make it a little not exact because, come on, stuff's going to change. They're going to have to move stuff. Some stuff may not work, so they don't want to give you an idea, and then someone's going to complain about whatever didn't happen. So we're getting this Cars Land. It's going to be an expansion in Frontierland themed around Pixar Animation Studios Cars. Corporate words. And this is all the stuff that they put on the Disney blog. So this is real. This isn't jibby-dooby-doo. It's time to leave Radiator Springs and head west into exciting new locations to make way for the completely new frontier. Here's where it's going to burn you guys. The rivers of America and Tom Sawyer's Island will be transformed into a vast rugged terrain for a rally race with some of the world's most iconic racers. Yep. We're getting rid of all the Liberty stuff, and this has been a long time coming. I don't remember the last time I went over to Tom Sawyer's Island. It's hot most of the year, and you get stuck over there. And if it rains, you're kind of stuck there. And the Liberty Bell Riverboat, if you ever want an attraction where there's no line, it's really that one. The only time it's busy is when there's that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to mess with the Hall of Presidents. I think they're going to blow out that whole area. Let's be honest. Okay, they just closed. They redid Country Bears a bit ago, so they're going to leave some of that, which now it's really not going to make any sense. Unless this is theming why they did this in a pre-look to updating all that whole area. They got rid of the shooting range, which probably been a while. We probably could have gotten rid of that a few years ago. That whole area is just kind of dated, right? So the thing with Disney is it's always going to be evolving. I mean, that's one of Walt's greatest things. I brought that up the other day. And this is just an expansion of that. Look, adults, and as a Disney adult, I think I'm pretty showing you guys that I am one. As a Disney adult, I understand that, but the park's made for kids. Sorry, it is. Yes, there's some adult stuff, but the park is made to want kids to come and kids to enjoy and kids to know what is going on. Kids don't know what Tom Sawyer's Island is. They don't care about the Liberty Boat and the River of America. Yes, it's a beautiful kind of quiet area. You can get away from the crowds usually. It looks cool. They got the Doo-Doo River down Liberty Square there. That is a Doo-Doo River. It's a true thing. Look it up. So it was a time. And I saw a lot of people get upset about the fact that they're bringing a Pixar entity to the Magic Kingdom. That was what a lot of people were initially upset about until they found out about this. Yes, there are some traditional rides that I don't think will ever go. You mess with Haunted Mansion, we're going to have a problem. But it does need to be updated every once in a while. They're never going to get rid of Space Mountain. Thunder Mountain's never going away. I don't know why, but I don't think they'll ever get rid of Peter Pan. The motor car track, the go-kart track, that's going soon and they're going to go to all electric over there for the Speedway. You've got to keep evolving. You've got to keep these things fresh. I'm surprised they haven't turned that into a Cars thing, but even where the Mickey Circus area, I was surprised that's not getting a rebrand because it kind of not good. But this was coming, and I'm okay with Pixar going in there. You think Disney, you think Pixar. You think Pixar, you definitely think Disney. Most people don't even know that they're kind of two different companies. Yes, they merged, but they were two different entities at the time. It's a whole thing. So this was coming. They want to bring that in. They want kids to keep coming there, and it's stuff for the adults too. Like, these rides are fun. I've ridden the Pixar Cars ride out at California Adventure in LA. It's fun. It's a fun ride. So they're expanding on this. I don't know if it's going to be outside because they have this problem with Test Track, which they kind of announced this late that that's getting a redo. But that's the big news coming out of this, and this is what everybody's all upset about. But that's where I bring in the thing about the construction. You just got done with Tiana, and they said they're going to work on this quick. This is starting. You better if you want to ride that boat one more time, you better get over there in the next couple months because they are starting this right after the first of the year. Right when that dead season hits. I don't think they're going to start it in December. It's too busy. Universal wins Halloween. Disney wins Christmas. I think January 2nd, I think they turn the water off, start gutting it, and I don't know what they're going to do with the Liberty Bell boat. I think they repurpose it, maybe take it over to Port Orleans. That'd be cool. Roll around over by Disney Springs on that. Maybe like junk it and make it look like a wrecked thing over in the villains area. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll find something, but that thing is always up for refurbishment, repainting. No one's ever on it. If you're on it in the summer, you're getting hit by mosquitoes and stuff. It's not a thing. Like kids are just like, can we just go wait in line longer for something fast? Because kids want fast and they don't have an attention span these days, guys. So I expect to see that. After that, then they'll start working on villains. So, I mean, we're not going to see this stuff till 2030 be done. It's, we're going into 2025. Generally, these big projects take 3 to 5 years. When they start tearing them up, you've got to put in hurricane factors here in Florida, where if we get a big one, it was 20 years ago, Hurricane Charlie hit on a Friday the 13th, and that destroyed the area for a little bit. Anything outside of Disney was kind of a mess. So those will always delay. There's going to be delays. No more COVID, no more COVID, no more COVID. But that's my opinion on that. I think it's a good expansion. I think it brings more blood into the Magic Kingdom because as a person who does not have kids yet, my wife and I go there generally just for dinner. And it's always this, okay, I guess, unless you can figure out a reservation at one of the hotels, and they've kind of figured that out, that people do that to go in and cancel it, get on the monorail, get over there quicker. It's such a trek to get from the car to the TTC, to the monorail, to get off, to go in. God forbid you end up in a line getting out of there at the end of the night. Then you got to try to take the ferry. That takes forever. I just want to get to my car. So to go to the Magic Kingdom is already a thing. And if there's a thing for me to go to, I will go to that thing. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, let's go with that. It's going to bring a lot of food. It's going to bring a lot of excitement. Pixar's not going anywhere. In fact, I think they're doubling down on that because we got the announcement over at Hollywood Studios. We are getting a Monsters, Inc. land. Here's what they put in there. It's laughter thereafter when a new space dedicated to Sully, Mike, and all the other characters is crossed out. Jokesters arrive at Hollywood Studios. And the fanfare has already taken over on this because if you look at the renderings of this, it's a short time for the Muppets. I'm sorry. But Muppet Vision 3D has been around for a long, long time. It has been around since 1991. I don't think it's been updated. I think they've cleaned up the film a bit, but there's nothing different. Jim Henson is still the voice of Kermit in it. If you watch the Jim Henson documentary, which I highly recommend on Disney Plus, you can see that he was there. He helped create it. They put it together there. I love it. Especially when it's hot as hell out there. It's a good chill time. I still laugh at the Fozzie joke. Needs more sugar. I will always laugh at that. Sweetums comes out. Yeah, it's a great experience. But again, the Muppets aren't bringing in kids right now. Muppets have almost gone full adult. So they've got to work on that. Yes, Pizza Rizzo's, they redid it. It's not as great as it used to be. And Tony's is really good in the back, but people don't even know it's back there. It's at the exit of Muppets, and it's walk by for people to go to the bathroom after Star Tours on their way to Batuu. So that's going to go. I think that's where they're going to put that because there's not a lot more land around Hollywood Studios, in my opinion, for them to blow something up. The only thing I think they could do is work it more towards, and they would have to get rid of the Rock and Roller Coaster, which I thought they were going to announce a retheming for that. Aerosmith has been trying to get out of that forever. I thought that was going to be an announcement. It was not. They're not going to get rid of Tower of Terror. That's another one that will never go anywhere. It may be rethemed or redone a few times in the future, but that's never going anywhere. They're not getting rid of Star Tours. They've doubled down on Star Tours in the past few years. And any other space they have is going to go to a Star Wars expansion. They've already got a Toy Story Land, which in my opinion is kind of It's just you kind of, okay. But the kids love it, right? So Monsters, Inc. is going to bring them in. There's no real dates on these. Again, they may work on them at the same time. I'm hoping it's just park by park by park for a little bit, but if they just go all in and blow it out, at least it's on the left side. And it's not like when Hollywood went through it and you had to walk from there and then go, oh, I can't go, it was a mess. At Epcot, we are getting a reimagined test track, which we knew about. It's presented by Chevrolet still. Of course, it always will be. It's racing into Epcot in 2025. The altercation will be open, celebrating the past, present, and future of automation. So they've already rebranded it once before. It's cool, but it felt more like you were building a Hot Wheel. This one's going to go into more of the beginning of cars, where we are now, and then it's going to be a whole EV presentation. Brought to you by Chevrolet. Ding! Track's not going to change. I think that's going to be a quick retheming, much like Tiana's, where they just put a new coat of paint on it, crack it open, there you go. So that's not going to be any inconvenience over there. Now, a place that I was waiting to get kind of a change here was Animal Kingdom. And it's because that park has always just been kind of, what is this, okay? Their big campaign, if you were around Orlando when it was coming out, is not a zoo. It's not a zoo. It's kind of a zoo. They got a goat petting area. They got the safari, which I love. The safari is always cool. You see all kinds of random stuff. It's never the same because they're animals and they do different things. They have educational stuff. They've had there was supposed to be a big villain thing there that never worked. It was funny at D23 that Deadpool was making fun of the damn Yeti still not working. Because I heard you can't get in there to fix it, but nobody notices. They put flashing lights up there. It's fine. So they're going to put in, the way they describe it, it's going to be Tropical Americas. Get ready to explore the new corner of Disney's Animal Kingdom when 2 new attractions open themed, here's my part, Indiana Jones and Disney Animation Studios Encanto. And Dino is sorry, I'm sorry, I know you fan people love this ride. Every time I go on it, I always kept going, when is this going to be redone? It's the same track mechanism as Indiana Jones in California. And the Indiana Jones at Disneyland Paris, don't even get me started. Awesome, but it hurt the back. This one, I think it's good. The Encanto thing, I think, is a little bit of a... I would have figured that for more Epcot because they already have an Encanto show, but okay. At least they're doing something with Animal Kingdom because, like I said, they don't want to upset the animals with a bunch of construction work over there. So you're never going to see a giant change over there. I can't see it. It's too sensitive. Like the Everest is never going anywhere. That would be too much. Let's see. So in the Tree of Life show, we're getting a Zootopia, Better Zoogether. Join Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde next winter at a new show at the Tree of Life Theater. That was the Bugs Life show, so I think it was. Yeah. So that's fine. I mean, again, bringing the kids in. They're making another Zootopia movie. They're getting a Zootopia Land, I think in China. They just opened that. So that's a change. We're getting a new nighttime parade coming in 2025 to Main Street USA, which is cool. I mean, yeah, hey, it's all right. When those parades start going, it's easier for me to get out and get on the monorail. So I'll see it once and then be like, that's fine. And then what I love is that they're going to keep growing. And when you have these simulator rides, you don't have to change the simulator. You change the video around it. So because they have Mandalorian and Grogu coming out, they're going to add them to the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And one thing I've been thinking, in Batuu, why don't we have a Mandalorian ride? There's a lot of empty space over there available. And that would be cool. You ride the Razor Crest or whatever's left of it. That would be neat. And then 2 new space lounges coming in 2025. A new Pirates Lounge and Spaceship Earth Lounge will open in Magic Kingdom and Epcot respectively. Which the Pirates Lounge, I couldn't find anything. Maybe you guys know. Let me know. Are they going to sell alcohol? Because that's kind of a big deal for a bar, right? So I don't think they announced that. Update the tavern. Here's the actual thing. Set course for the Magic Kingdom. First announced, the rambunctious watering hole will offer welcoming haven for pirate kind, big and small, and everyone in between. Here, bandits and bucklers will be from every corner of the seven seas and are welcome to join together and raise a toast to the pirate life. In the newly released artwork, X marks the spot for the seaworthy selection of grogs and grub inside the tavern located in the Magic Kingdom. So I'm guessing they're going to sell beer in there, which usually you've had to go to one of the restaurants at Magic Kingdom and you can start it. I don't know. They're slowly opening that up to where they're just going to start selling it on the street, I think. It's just inevitable. It's something people ask for. And yeah, that's what it is. You know, and they've always do these and they always say this is coming and then it gets canceled or moved or whatever. Bob Chapek was notorious for this, which is maybe why he's not there anymore. But our boy Josh, again, just a pretty man. He says, at Disney Experiences, Imagineers dream, create, design, and build these stories into real places, and we have Imagineers in place right now all around the world because everything we're going to share with you is an active development. Plan and drawn, dirt is moving, and I just want to be clear, we are doing everything you're going to hear tonight. So that's a rundown of it. Cool. I mean, look, and they announced a bunch of more ships for the Disney Cruise Line, 4 more, which they're going to have 13 ships, and they're all full all the time. I'm hoping to get on one of those soon. Haven't been on one, but that's a lot going down. I want to know what you guys think, especially about the Magic Kingdom. Like, I get you guys love the Liberty Bell, but come on, like, we've got to move on from this stuff. It's like all you people complaining about when Tiana's got rebranded. It needed it. Even though I think at Disneyland Paris, they're getting a Lion King themed one, which I thought would be cool. Yeah, that'd be neat. Wait, is that true? Lion King. Yeah. Hang on, that was a thing. Yep, Disneyland Paris. Lion King attraction coming to Disneyland Paris, adventure, blah, blah, blah. Lion King's finally getting real theme park, more than 30 years, debuted, part of the Disneyland Paris. So they're getting that, which would have been cool. Anyway, let me know what you think. Put it down in the comments. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm in the right with this stuff, again, don't touch Haunted Mansion. No. I think these are great expansions. I think it's time for a change at some of these. I just wish they really wouldn't do them all at the same time. But according to what Josh said, hi Josh, they are going to do that. So we'll have to see. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know, like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Shoot me an email, matt@dailyflashshow.com. And until next time, peace and love. Have a magical